Morgan State University is an institution in Baltimore City that is very pivotal in preparing our students, not just from Baltimore City, but everyone that comes to Morgan has to be prepared for the 21st century. My name is Asha Lane, but my students know me as Dr. Asha Lane, and I'm a third-year Morgan State University professor in the Department of Sociology and Anthropology. How did I become an educator? One main reason I became an educator was because of my mother. My mother is like the Holy Trinity, Father, Son, Holy Spirit, wrapped up in one. If it wasn't for her, I would not become an educator today. She has instilled in me the values of just hard work, the ethics of just being honest and direct with myself, especially others. And most importantly, she had that immigrant blood running through her veins that was definitely shared with me growing up in America at such a young age, coming from the Republic of Trinidad and Tobago. So when I saw my mother really use her education to put herself in a different socioeconomic bracket, I realized that the sacrifices that she made was for the betterment of my future. So to be quite honest, if I wanted to make a living being a teacher on the level that I wished to teach students, I knew that I had to go back to school and obtain my PhD. As a result, at the age of 30, I went back to school, Howard University to be exact, graduated in the year 2015 with my doctorate in sociology and concentrations in criminology and social inequality. In the class that I teach in the Department of Sociology and Anthropology, I think it's very important to not only speak to my specialty, but also incorporate other majors, because we know that this world is very diverse and the economy is quite diverse. So in terms of preparing students for corporate America, Morgan definitely does speak to that. In addition to Morgan addressing corporate America, we have somewhat understand the importance of respecting the business model in terms of not how we educate our students, but also how our students are aligned with just not only the mission and goal statements that we have here at Morgan State, but just knowing where the economy is going in a global US of A as well as a global economy. Because the United States economy is very global, along with other neighboring countries that we have relations with. So even though Morgan is an HBCU, our HBCU campus does speak to the global economy. Another component that's very important in this discussion is looking at the whole idea of what makes a faculty strong here at Morgan State University. In most universities, just like Morgan, we have a tenure process in which a faculty member has 5 or 6 years to pretty much, prove to the university their tenure relationship, so to speak. What is it about your time at the institution between that first year you've received your contract to your 5th or 6th year when you go up for tenure that makes you someone that we want to keep as a university, in this instance under the state of Maryland. And in doing so, we want to make sure that our faculty is committed to not only teaching and research, but also community service. So each of these areas are weighed differently. And for our department and our institution, we definitely value not only teaching, but especially research. Because once we have productive faculty members, we're able to impart certain knowledge and skills to our students to let them understand that to be competitive and to be relevant, yes, you're bright. However, what are you doing to transfer that skill into research, for example, into community service or service learning? So everything that we are expected to fulfill as faculty members seeking tenure, we also want our students to understand that responsibility in their respective disciplines when they do leave Morgan State University.